Hello everyone, and welcome to Victoria's Cantina. Today we're having a look at the Papo Spinosaurus. As you may well know, if you've been watching my videos for any length of time, I am a huge fan of the Papo lineup of dinosaurs, and slowly but surely I've been adding more and more of them to my collection. I still have a little ways to go, but I'm happy to report that I'm making a little bit of progress. So without further ado, here is Spinosaurus. I'm honestly nothing short of impressed with Spinosaurus. He's not flashy, he's not over the top, silly looking. He looks very organic, the color is subdued. It's a nice kind of deep beige, gray, green kind of thing that he has going with little bits of orange and red throughout. You can see a little bit of orange running along his head as well as on the sail on his back. The way they shaded the coloring on him, it gets a little deeper down on his lower limbs. You can see on his hands and on his feet. You get more of a deeper kind of gray coloring. The flow of the color is just very nicely done here. The way he is posed, it's very nicely done. I mean, it would have been nice if they would have made it so that you could turn his head forward. As it is, he's locked in this pose here, but it's not a big deal. It's still a really good looking piece, and it gives the dinosaur a lot more of a lifelike quality. The way his tail kind of arches up, a little bit above his spine. It's just a very natural look, and I think it works really well here. But like with the other Papo dinosaurs I've reviewed, just the texturing of his skin, it looks very organic, very scaly, very rough, about what you would expect a dinosaur would look like. The look of the Spinosaurus also falls in line with what we saw in Jurassic Park 3, as has been the case with quite a few Papo dinosaurs. And, just looking down on him from the top, that's basically what you get there. And then on the bottom, very, very, very nicely done piece. Give you now a close-up here of the very menacing looking head. As you can see, he's got a pretty nice grill of teeth there. And they're kind of done in a little bit of a deeper kind of shade. It's kind of like an off-white beige kind of thing. So I wouldn't expect him to have pearly whites. I mean, after all, he is a dinosaur and doesn't brush his teeth. The eyes, pretty alligator-like quality to them. They're green with, a slash down the center there. Now, the jaw does look like it's a little bit off to me. It looks like the bottom part of the jaw is kind of off to the left. I'm guessing he just has TMJ or something. I don't know if this is common with Spinosaur figures from Papo, but, definitely a little bit noticeable there. Not a huge deal by any means, but, you can see it. His hands, I like the way that they're kind of just, it looks like he's going to grip something, like he's ready to grab on to another dinosaur and, have lunch. Very nicely done here. But yeah, I just want to give you a little bit more of a look at the texturing on his skin or on his sail. Very nicely done. It is very alligator-like on the whole, which I think that this dinosaur, I think he does resemble an alligator quite a bit. A really nicely done figure, and really happy to have this guy in my collection. He's just totally, totally cool, and probably one of the nicest Spinosaur figures made by any company. My husband and I recently watched a documentary on Nova about Spinosaurus, and that reminded me that I still needed to track him down and add him to my collection. And well, here he is. So, really awesome. Really happy with this piece. The jaw does open a bit, just to kind of make it look like he's roaring or, fixing to take a bite. It works really nicely here. The cool thing about Papo dinosaurs is when they do hinged jaws like that, is that they kind of make them so that, it blends in. It's not overly obvious that he has a hinge there. It's very nicely done and, works quite well here. The inside of the mouth, sculpted very, very, very nicely. Love the tongue. Very nicely done. And now that we know that Spinosaurus was in fact the largest meat-eating dinosaur and perhaps the largest carnivore to ever roam the earth, he is in fact, it looks to me to be in scale with T-Rex. He's a little bit taller, Lengthwise, I'd say he's about the same. If he were stretched out the way that T-Rex is, with his head forward and his tail a little more erect, I think he would actually be a little bit longer. So kudos to Papo for making these two dinosaurs in what appears to be very nicely done scale between one another. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so there you have it. This is the Papo Spinosaurus. Very nicely done dinosaur model. I'm very happy to have him in my collection. He's very realistic looking, and paintwork on him is absolutely phenomenal. The hinged jaw works very nice, even though it's just a little smidgen off center. But I really like him. I really like that they made him look very natural. And, he has quite a bit of personality, which is terrific. And, I'm sure he'll look good on a shelf displayed with my other Papo dinosaurs. Thanks for watching Victoria's Cantina. Until next time, bye-bye.